Demon Claw TV proudly present Rusty Dagger, The Adventures of Arzag the Slayer, Chapter 5, The Red Widow. After the last series of adventures, Arzag headed south to warmer climes. He finds himself in the tribal kingdoms, unaccompanied by his previous companions. He is on his own. Azalea went home to her father, her desire for adventure and risk-taking satisfied for now. Vilde went with her, their mutual attraction growing. Hesperina went her own way, looking for somewhere she could add value. For this adventure, I built a new outdoor battle mat and some forest jungle scatter terrain for the next series of adventures. Here's the cast for this adventure. Arzag arrives at a village to find a crowd surrounding a dead body. Dead bodies are normal enough. Everybody is shouting and wailing and jumping around. A local witch hunter or priest wearing a crocodile skin and with a serpent wrapped round his arm is exhorting the crowd about vampires and the need to root out evil from amongst the village before the gods punish them further. Arzag has a look at the body, but can't see anything unusual. I mean, 2 puncture wounds, drained of blood and fluid, and wrapped up like some funny mummy. I mean, who knows? Suddenly a voice yells, "Kill the Outlanders! They have brought this curse with them." Arzag looks around and sees a woman with a different skin colour to the natives, so he thinks she will be in danger as well. He looks over to her as the mob approaches, brandishing their weapons. "Get behind me if you want to live." He then draws his sword. A mob of 5 crazed warriors approach, all eager to save their village from this curse with murderous intent. 2 warriors move forward. Arzag moves up and hits 10-7, then uses heavy blow and hits 14-13, and splat goes the first warrior. The 3rd warrior moves up. Arzag uses a momentary pause in the fighting to move back behind the rock to avoid being surrounded. These warriors get a +2 gang up bonus if you're in contact with more than one of them, so you don't want to let them all mob you, but one at a time you can defeat them. Round 2, and all the dice go back in the bag. Arzag moves up, then moves up again and hits, hitting 14-3. The warrior swipes and misses 6-10. Arzag heavy blows the warrior 10-3, splat. The 2 more warriors move up. The red feather warrior moves up into contact with Arzag but misses 8-8. A quick parry. Arzag hits back with mighty blow 11-5, and then hits 13-6, and then moves back. Splat. And that's the 3rd warrior. The warrior with the big axe moves up and hits 8-5. Ouch. The last warrior moves up. Arzag strikes with a mighty blow and hits 11-5. Round. Yep, there we go. That's the warrior splat. There's only 2 left, and one of them's wounded. The warrior misses 7-10. Arzag hits 8-4, and then moves up. Down to 1 left. The warrior gets the next 2 activations, but misses 5-6, and then 3-11. Arzag then lands a mighty blow and a final strike to finish off the warrior. Arzag looks over at the woman, and the corpse is left on the ground. Where can we go? She looks back at him and says, we need to go through the forest to an old temple. My brother is there, and the witch hunters will kill him. Arzag is an experienced forest runner and makes the survival roll of 8, rolled an 8 and has survival +1, making him 9. So we get there the same time as the witch hunters and his band have arrived. The witch hunter starts dancing and capering while he monologues about being a priest of Sobek, the crocodile god, not Offla, the other crocodile god, and that he has been granted the knowledge to root out the evil and save the people. Kill them! All outlanders must die. Two warriors eagerly move up to engage Arzag and his companion. Arzag obliges, moves up and hits 13 to 10. Arzag then uses Mighty Blow and hits 12 to 10, splat. Yeah, where are we? Splat. Right. Arzag moves up again and attacks the next warrior, hitting 13 to 7. The witch hunter then tries to cast magic on Arzag, missing 6 to 10. Round 2. Arzag hits 8 to 5 with a mighty bow and splats the third warrior. Arzag then moves behind the temple, waiting while the other two warriors are now nearer, and then activate and move around the corner. While he's waiting, Arzag prepares himself with Primal Rage. Here's a shot of Arzag waiting for his foes around the corner. Arzag moves around the corner and hits 7 to 6. Arzag hits with a mighty bow 11 to 7 and splats the first warrior. The witch hunter takes an activation and misses 3 to 13. The other warrior moves in and misses 4 to 9. The witch hunter hits with his magic 7 to 4. Ouch, that hurts, and it ends Primal Rage. Right. The warrior misses Arzag 5 to 9. Arzag finishes the warrior with a quick stab 9 to 8 and then moves towards the witch hunter, blood dripping from his sword. Not so confident now, priest, without all your minions to back you up. The witch hunter misses 3 to 4 with all the dice rolling a 1. The witch hunter then hits with his magic 10 to 9, but then misses 9 to 9 as Arzag barely gets out of the way. Arzag moves in and strikes, hitting 9 to 6. The witch hunter misses 4 to 10. Arzag then hits with a pair of mighty blows, 10 to 9 and 7 to 5, and the witch hunter ends in a crumpled heap. Narrative challenge. The woman moves over and lays her hand on Arzag's shoulder. Thank you for saving my brother and I from that evil man. Now, close your eyes and you can have your reward. Sends us swimming with her nearness and her perfume and the adrenaline intoxication of battle. He does just that. He leans forward expecting to feel warm lips, but instead gets bitten and a venom floods into his bloodstream. He failed the test to suspect a trap, rolling a 6 and needing a 9. His vision swims as he hears mocking laughter of the woman receding into the temple. So are the sacrifices to Yezid prepared. Arzag finds steps leading down into the subterranean chamber underneath. Arzag arrives in the temple of Yezid. The woman has transformed into a huge spider, or perhaps the spider has simply reverted back into its true form. Arzag is unsure which is worse. The venom in his bloodstream is slowing his movements to a crawl. He can only move one square. This could take a long time to get there. The spider moves up and spits poison, but misses 5 to 9. Arzag drinks his poison antidote and can then move normally. He then moves up. Almost there. Arzag moves in and hits 13 to 12. The spider rolls a d6 plus a d8 versus Arzag rolling 2d6 plus 3. So the scores are close. Arzag's first heavy blow misses 10 to 10. His next two strikes hit 11 to 6 and 8 to 7. The spider crumples, shorn of multiple limbs and finally its head. Epilogue. Arzag staggers to the temple entrance and back out into the sunlight. Looking around at the piles of corpses, Arzag decides that he better get out of here before the rest of the village track him down. Turns out the priest of Sobek was right. There was a witch dwelling amongst them. Pity his gods could not tell him with better accuracy who he was. If I aimed my sword strokes no better than his gods, my head would have been rolling in the ground years ago. Slightly wiser, got one skill point, but Bora got no money. Arzag slips back into the forest. Poison, scratched, clawed, and broke. What a day in the jungle.